What are you thinking of my apron? It's pretty, no? It's pretty. What is, I don't know. Anyhow. Hi Sugar Cookies, thanks for joining me. For those of you who are new around here, I'm Cookie, your lifestyle. And you're watching a food, fashion, and lifestyle channel. I have some food right here that I don't want to go to waste, and I have some fall inspired recipes that are I'm just pulling out of the seat of my pants really, but I don't want to waste any of the food, and that's what this is about, food preservation. Things are getting very expensive out there, and this city girl right here is very much interested in homesteading, and that doesn't mean that I have to have a whole bunch of farm. I own a home, I own land, but I don't own a farm, and I don't even own any animals. But I'm learning, and I want to take you on this journey with me to homestead, and that means learning how to preserve food, fermenting, canning, and it's part of my lifestyle, and I want to share that with you. Go grab a snack and come on back and tell your friend that Cookie, the lifestyle, is on. That bowl that you see in the background there are some garlics that I've already processed, and I have 2 jalapenos in there that I'm going to do something with, and I have to use them up. Focus, camera, and let me be great.
It is so cloudy here in the Sunshine State of Florida.
Some diced tomatoes that I need to use up. I have a can of pureed pumpkin. I have that pad thai sauce, some cream coconut, Italian Calabrian pepper sauce that I need to use. I need to process and use these peppers and possibly put them in the freezer. I have this antioxidant fruit, don't judge me, this fruit blend right here that I'm going to mix up with that yogurt and make like a frozen yogurt bark type situation. These tortillas, I'm going to use these turkey link sausages, these eggs, some cheese. I'm gonna make some egg bites with this cottage cheese. I have some fall inspired ideas in mind, so stay tuned, and let's see what I do. Add a little more. I'm already preheating my oven to 325, and I have a tray out that I'm going to add a little bit of water. That's the beep that you heard in the background there on the pan, creating a bain-marie where this will be sitting on top so that the eggs don't overcook, because this is pretty thick, so I don't want the top to cook and then the inside be, you know, squishy and eggy. That would be no good. I'm adding the sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna add some kale. This is about using what I have in the freezer, what I have in my pantry. Try not to do food waste. I'm gonna add a little bit of this cheese that I grated, not too much, because I still need to add the cottage cheese to it. This is gonna make a nice protein, well, extra protein based egg bite. I'm gonna use this spice blend right here. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretties? Just like that. This has garlic in it, dehydrated garlic, chili flakes, parsley. I forgot that I had another silicone muffin tray. It's nice and deep. So what I did was I added another 6 eggs to this mix. I'm gonna pour that in, try not to be sloppy. Of course, that is never the case for me. It's okay, it's gonna be all right. Cooking is a little messy. Baking, cooking is a little messy. It gets to me, but that's okay. We can clean it up and the end is going to be delicious. Worth all the effort, worth all the cleanup, all the dishes, and I'm preserving food for my family. Just have a little bit left over, and I could probably put this in the fridge for later.
Oh man, I forgot to put the bacon in. Oh, at the bottom.
Oh well, I'll put some here on the top. It's gonna be all right. I'll sink it in there somehow. Don't you worry. I'll sink it in there. So it'll be all right. It's gonna be easy. Oh my Lord. See what happens when I get distracted? Focus, Cookie, focus.
Don't judge me.
I gotta use all of this bacon up. And that's what I'm fixing to do. Okay. All right, I did just that. Okay, look at that. Now I'm going to take some water and I'm gonna put it on the tray. This is already hot because this will be kind of custardy and I want this to fully cook. And my oven is already preheating on 325. And while my oven is preheating, I'm going to be efficient and I'm going to take advantage of the fact that it's on and I want to get as much as I can baking. I'm going to roast some garlic as well. Let me put this in my oven. One project is baking in the oven, and now I'm going to do my garlic. Stand by, 1 minute. Let me grab, this is a Le Creuset, I think this is stoneware or something like that, but I love how this bakes my garlic. So let me get that over here. This is the container where I have the garlic, and it's already processed. So I'm just gonna pour some in here. This is going to add so much flavor to this oil. Once this is cooked, I like to cook it, some people like to cook it at 200 low and slow. I find that at 325, you know, keeping a good eye on it between 35 to 45 minutes is good for me. And since I'm here, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. And I like to separate the bulbs from the oil to use in, you know, different applications, because the oil I can saute with it, I can make vinaigrettes with it. Oh, this smells so good. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Yes, in the oven it goes. You go bake now, you beautiful, beautiful, golden, delicious garlics and egg bites. Don't you burn now. It smells so good in here. Oh look, I found yet another silicone mold. It's the pumpkin one and I topped it off. This one I topped off with a lot more cheese. I put it in another sheet pan with some water, bain marie, and I'm gonna pop this over into the oven as well. Ooh, I almost forgot. I'm going to put this tent over the egg bites because I don't want them to boil. And I don't want to boil myself. Just like that. Just tent it. Just a little trick I learned. And it'll keep it nice and free from burning. So let me pop this in the oven as well. Look at that, that's gonna be so delicious. Yay, look at me. I'm a homesteader. Well, my goal is to do more homesteading. I'm learning, but I'll get there. The point is that I'm saving food. I am preserving food for my family, and that makes me feel good that I'm doing these things. Do you do food preservation? Are you into homesteading? Let me know, because there's so much that I still have yet to learn, especially about canning. I got a pressure cooker. I'm so excited. And I also have a water bath canner. I'm still watching plenty of videos on that. I'm going to do something with this yogurt, and I'm going to also use this raspberry preserve that I got from Aldi, not sponsored, just what I'm going to use. Some vanilla bean paste, some pistachios. These are shelled already. And I'm going to use this antioxidant, what is this? Fruit blend, berry fruit blend. Let me rewind. Berry fruit blend, thank you very much. And I also set down some parchment paper on a tray, because I'm going to put this in the freezer on the parchment paper so that it can become like a bark. So that would be like 2 cupfuls probably. Now I'm gonna add this raspberry preserve very carefully, just to sweeten up the deal. Just to sweeten it up just a little bit. Oh, I might have overfilled this a little too much. Okay, excuse me. 1 minute, it's okay. Ooh.
Oh, what a mess. I've made just a mess.
Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Okay, now I'm going to take some extra fruit. I'm gonna put that on top. Look at how pretty. Oh, this is so pretty. It's a good way to make a good treat. Now I'm gonna put these pistachio. Now I'm going to sprinkle the pistachio on top. Don't judge me. Oh, this is gonna be good. I know it. Look at how pretty. I'm gonna put this in the freezer. Okay, honey, open the freezer for me. Quick, snap! I did add the vanilla bean paste to this, and now I'm gonna set this in the freezer and let it freeze overnight. Isn't that pretty? She's pretty. Fall inspired. Delicious. I tasted it and it is delicious. Sugar cookies, it is the next day, and I got a lot of projects done yesterday, but I didn't get my burritos done. So I'm just gonna share with you real quick how I'm gonna preserve items that are just about to go a little south. Here I have about 11 eggs because I have 11 tortillas, and these are the tortillas.
Don't judge me.
These are the tortillas that I'm going to be using. I already went ahead and I prepped the turkey sausages. I love these, aren't these neat? I got these at TJ Maxx, not sponsored, but I got a bunch of these, like 12 in different sizes for like $7. Shredded pepper jack cheese, some homemade salsa that I'm going to mix in with the eggs, or maybe I'll cook it first to kind of, you know, taper off the raw flavor. Seeded jalapeno peppers. Oh, and I need some heavy cream as well. I have 11 eggs here, and I'm just going to give it a quick whisk. I don't know, something about doing things by hand just gives me great satisfaction. I mean, I have a hand mixer that I can use. I'm gonna add a little bit of cream to this. Heavy whipping cream, that's it. I already have my skillet warming, and I'm gonna add some butter in it and cook the raw edge off of this salsa first, and then I'm gonna add the eggs. I wanted to mention that I have not added any seasoning or condiments like salt or pepper or any flavorings to this mixture because that salsa has a lot of flavor, so meet me over at the stove. The pan is nice and heated. I'm just gonna take a little bit of butter and put it in the pan. You hear that sizzle? I love that sound. Here we go. I'm adding the salsa. Yeah, love that sound, love it. Let's not waste none of this beautiful homemade sauce. Oh, that smells so good. And then I'm going to add these turkey sausage links to them. They're already fully cooked, but I'm just gonna heat it through here. And then I'm gonna add the egg mixture. Already removed the mixture of the sausage with the salsa. It tastes delicious. I have a little bit of the dripping in here. That's not a problem because I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to this. And then I'm gonna add the plain egg mixture. So let me get some butter. Remember, it may seem like a lot of butter, but these are 11 eggs. And I want it to have a nice buttery flavor. This is gonna have so much flavor. Once this cooks, I'm gonna add the salsa and turkey sausage mixture. Oh my gosh, so delicious. Then I'm gonna let them cool and wrap them in the burrito. Eggs are already scrambled to my liking. Oh, they're so nice and buttery. Look at how pretty. Now I'm going to add the sausage mixture. A little at a time, just like that. Boom. Oh, this smells so good. I wish you could smell my kitchen. I'm gonna mix this well, carefully, because I don't want to break those beautiful scrambled chunks. Let this cool and then we get to wrapping. Wickie, 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 wickie. Wrapping.
Was that too much?
It's already cool, ready to be wrapped. And then I remembered that I have some mini potato wedges that I previously boiled and I froze. So I'm gonna add this to the burritos. I have some fresh jalapenos here and the rest of the pepper jack cheese and my tortilla. So let's get to rolling. All right, next dish and food preservation is the pumpkin puree and the pumpkin puree soup. I'm gonna make it with a Asian flavor. Again, a nice, beautiful pumpkin-y, fall inspired dish. And what I have here is my homemade frozen chicken bone broth, a good quality coconut milk. Here I have frozen grated ginger, some rock salt, kaffir lime leaf, a pad thai sauce. Yes, I know that's pad thai sauce and pumpkin soup. Trust me, put it in there. Look at the ingredients in here. Okay, so let me be great. There we go. Those are the ingredients in there and they're all delicious. Some light olive oil because I don't have another neutral flavored olive oil for now. Did I mention fish sauce? And cream coconut. Look at how rich that looks. Oh my gosh, this smells so yummy. Then I'm gonna add all the other ingredients. After I've let this cook and incorporate for about a good 10-15 minutes, let all those friends get together. And by the way, don't let the flavorings that are left over in here behind, add some nice filtered water to this because that's flavor, baby. Oh, this smells so good. Now let me go get my chicken broth. You may be asking yourself,
A cookie!
why did you put that raw candy in that soup? I'm glad you asked. I did it to balance out the spiciness that is in this soup. I showed previously the ingredients and it does have chili in it. The coconut cream and the coconut milk that I use does not have any sugar. It helps to balance those things out. It's umami, it's a little sweet, spicy, exotic, and delicious. So I'm letting this cream bar melt down, and I always have my little tasting spoon here to taste all of my layers. My homemade bone broth is finally melted. I will be adding that. I'll taste it and see if it needs maybe a little more curry powder or something. This is just going to be delicious. It is fall inspired. I'm also preserving food that could have gone to waste, and my goal is to go from a low waste to no waste kitchen. I'm learning about homesteading. If you are a homesteader, a gardener, you have your own harvest, please comment below and give me tips, because I will be starting a tower garden soon, and I'm also venturing into canning and things like that. Yep. Oh, this looks so yummy. Ooh, excited to try that. Sugar cookies, it's important to taste your layers. I decided that this soup needed a little more fish sauce. Be mindful because that does have salt in it, and it needed a little more pungency, a little more depth of flavor. So I decided to add some of this curry season mix, and I think this is going to be exactly what this soup needs. I tasted it, and yes, it was slapping. This is what it needed. This is the yogurt mixed berry pistachio yogurt bark, and I have a bag and a half of these burritos. The other half is in the freezer. This is the pumpkin coconut soup that I made. Oh, it's delicious. It's cooling off. This is the roasted garlic and herb. It's spicy and delicious. I separated the oil. It is so delicious and fragrant. This right here is the disaster. These are the sun-dried tomato egg bites. They are delicious. They have bacon in them as well. The texture is just I added too much cottage cheese. Lesson learned. And they're a little too mushy and won't firm up quite well, but they will spread beautifully on some toast. I got 2 bags of mixed bell peppers, and now I'm going to break this up. So let me put on some gloves. All right, let me recap what I preserved. I'm so happy. I was able to no wasty, instead make it tasty. I have 2 bags of mixed bell peppers. This size bag in a supermarket would probably cost anywhere from $10 to $12. I was able to save some yogurt that was going to had a best buy of a couple of days away, and I made this yogurt bark, full fat plain yogurt, mixed berries, a little bit of vanilla bean paste. I also added a whole jar of raspberry preserve that I purchased from Aldi, and yeah, oh, and some pistachios. Here I have a bag and a half. I have the other half of the bag in the freezer of these tamales. This is the pumpkin coconut soup, delicious. I have the roasted garlic here with herbs and spices. I separated the oil, and these are the disaster, but they taste delicious. These are the sun-dried tomato and bacon egg bites, and I added a little too much cottage cheese. They came out mushy, so my husband said don't throw them out because they're delicious, so we can spread them on toast and still eat them anyway. I have another bag of these though, but we're gonna get through it. My mistake, your lesson, but yeah, I love doing this. Let me know what kind of food preservation you do. What do you think? Not bad, huh? This was a lot of work, a lot of love. I'm glad that I was able to preserve a lot of these things. If you have any recipes that you want to share with the items that I have shown here, then share them with this community. I love to share, I love to learn, I love to grow. If you like this kind of video and this content, got a little chuckle, laugh or two, and some inspiration, smash the subscribe button. I'd love for you to join my lifestyle stars. Share the video. Why? Because sharing really helps the algorithm say,
Hello, she's there.
and I can bring more content to you. Post your notification bell, you know, the ding 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 dong bell, and select all so you don't miss any of my videos. And as I say around here, be blessed, not too stressed, and I'll see you in the next lifestyle moment. Y'all come back now, you hear? No, seriously, come back. Bleh. Todavía están ahí. Y'all still here.
Bleh.
Hi, Sugar Cookies. Me. Hi, Sugar Cookies. Welcome. Please, please, not when I'm going to film my whole. Excuse me a minute. Take 58. Focus, girl, focus. Ooh, my knot still hurts. That's because I face planted on my kitchen floor. That's a story for another time.
Hello?
Agent 777 here. Mission accomplished.